Tony. It is December 25th, and a lot has happened. It's been a good trip. I'm currently in Rome, right outside of Vatican. I went to the church where they took the Pachamama idols and where the man from Austria removed them and threw them into the Tiber River. I went to that church. Tony, it's one of the most beautiful churches you will ever see on the inside. On the outside, it doesn't look like much, but on the inside, it is stunning, and it is amazing, and it's Marian. It's very, very Marian, and it's the church for the Carmelites, for the Carmelite nuns, and for the public as well. And it's a very, very special church. And so the Pope allowed for displays to be put up of idolatry regarding the Amazonian Synod. Those displays have been taken down, but there are legions of Pachamama demons that remain. I am a witness to this, and I can explain at a later time if you need. I can explain what that means, but I know for a fact that there are legions of Pachamama demons attached to that beautiful Marian Carmelite church. The Lord told me that the way that curse would leave is that the Pope needs to apologize to God and to humanity for allowing idolatry into God's church. God is angry, is what he told me. I communicated this to a few people in the community. The people at the church, the amazing church, they do not speak English. So I went to the Vatican parish and I told them, in addition, I went to another parish and I communicated it with a lay person who was working for the church. Tomorrow, well, in addition to that, I communicated it with a young priest who is still a seminarian, I believe, and his partner, his companion. Tomorrow, I'm going to communicate it one last time, because this message has to get to the Pope. The Pope's own spiritual blood will be upon his hands. It is spiritual suicide to do such an act that goes against God, bringing idolatry into God's house. That is spiritual suicide, especially when it's done as a leader of the church before before the entire world. The Lord guides me to know this and to share it. You are a witness, in a way. There are a few other witnesses, and there are people who are being given the message. These people do not know who I am, but they are given a message and going from blind faith. Tony, I need you to pray for the Pope and pray for the people who are to be giving this message to the Pope and for the leaders of this church. Because here's the thing. Yes, there is a Pachamama cult. The demons call themselves Pacha. The Lord made them announce themselves, and they announce themselves as Pacha. So the Pacha demons, they are a legion and they need to go. But in addition to that, there are many other curses within this church. I have the ability to walk into a church and sense what is attached to the church, what curses are attached to the church. It is a gift from God. I do not use it unless God calls me to use it. Typically, I will walk in a church and I will sense things, but I do not call them out. I will sense demons, but I do not call them out. I let them be. I will put holy water on the entrance of a church. I've even been known to sprinkle a little blessed or exorcised salt. And I try to pray the rosary and go to Mass. And that is what I do. But occasionally the Lord guides me to call something out through Him. And the prime example would be the Pacha demons regarding this beautiful church that they have inhabited. So, Tony, I need for you to call upon all of your people, whoever that may be, all of the deliverance ministers and exorcists that you know, to pray regarding the Pope, because he needs, we need, yes, we need for this curse to go, yes, but he needs an eternity. And if God is angry, and God is saying that the Pope's spiritual blood is upon his own hands, and this is spiritual suicide, then his eternity is at risk. He needs to apologize, or he may not make it to heaven. He has apologized to the people for offending the people, but he never ever said, I apologize for idolatry, and he has never apologized to God. So he needs to apologize to God and apologize specifically, admitting that he allowed idolatry into God's house, because there is to be no spiritual confusion of what was brought into God's house, because there is a literal curse, a pacha curse, upon one of the most beautiful churches that I have ever seen, just outside of Vatican. In addition to that, the pacha curse, I suspect, but I do not know. I may need to confirm it tomorrow. The pacha curse may be upon the Vatican Gardens, which is over the tomb of St. Peter, I believe, over or next to the tomb of St. Peter. Who would dare put a curse over the tomb of St. Peter? Someone who does not believe that there are demons attached to this idolatry, and someone who does not believe that this is idolatry, someone who is of the world, someone who does not know what they are doing and is driving recklessly. Pray that the Pope does not kill himself spiritually from these acts. Call upon all of your exorcist friends and your deliverance minister friends to pray and pray for this curse to leave and for this Pope to live. Call upon the healing prayers groups, call upon any group, call upon any people. This must stop immediately. So yes, what I am doing is not necessarily considered a spiritually safe thing to do. But I tell you, Tony, the Lord has been training me in this for a long time now. And I am very, very fine with it. And I'm willing to become a martyr for it if it be God's will. Pray for me and my friends. And know that God wins. The Pope may or may not win, but God wins. But I do believe that the Pope will win. I do believe that the Pope will have his eternity because we will be praying for him. And God has mercy. And our Pope has good intentions. He is just blinded. God heal you, God bless you, through the intercession of Our Lady. In Jesus' blessed holy name, amen.